Welcome back to another show. This is Billy Alvaro, my cousin Wayne Hartart. We are Easy Sell Property Solutions. We're located right over here, Holbrook, New York. If you don't know us, you should by now. We buy properties all day, every day for cash. You can find us online, easysell411.com, on by the phone, 631-400-EASY. Cuz, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. How are you, man?
You know, these new earphones that we got, I can hear myself
you
big
sound
time.
very crisp today.
Crisp, very
very,
crisp.
very crisp.
Loud. Like, I almost scared the crap out of myself there for a second.
Moving up in the world. New headphones.
New headphones.
Amazing
Thank
what
God.
they can do when I'm on.
We said we were going to cancel the contract if we didn't get new headphones. They pulled through. 103.9 coming through for us. Can't believe it.
There it is. There it is. There
So
it is.
listen, we've been doing a lot of good things. I can't believe we're coming into the last quarter of the year. We're actually in the last quarter of the year. It's crazy.
Amazing. Where did the year go?
Flew, dude. Like, it is. I don't even want to think about January because 50's coming quick for this guy.
Big 5-0.
Damn.
Getting old, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear it. Age is just a number.
Half a century?
I don't want to talk about it. I'll still run with the 25-year-olds, knock the crap out of them. So listen, we have a lot of good things going on in the office. We spoke all last year about the expansion that we're going through, and I got to tell you, it hit. We hired a nice crew of young, really good guys that Justin put through the training, and it's all starting to come to fruition. We're expanding out. We're hitting a lot more, I guess, coverage area in Long Island and the boroughs. We're doing New Jersey, and things are really just cranking. And so, we talk all the time what we do and how we do it, and issues with title and probate in certain situations. And so today, why don't we talk about some of the deals that we have that are in the pipeline, either that we're renovating to come up to sell, that are done being renovated, or that we're just going to start. That way we can give the people out in Long Island specifically, because this is where these properties are located, a little taste of what we're doing. And then also we can start pitching some of these properties that we have before they even come onto the market, give them like a quick draw, quick review so they can start making some offers, right?
Yeah.
Good
awesome.
idea?
Yeah.
So we have a couple of properties. It looks like we have a lot of them in the Suffolk area right now that we're going to talk about. Not too many in Nassau that we're going to
Majority in Suffolk right now.
Major-
Two in Nassau are coming.
All right, so I don't have them on this list. So let's talk about the first property. We have a deal that we're selling in Center Reach for a real. I mean, it looks like like really low number, like $299 for a renovated house. So tell me about it. I'm going to defer to you. What type of house is this? Why is the price only $299 for a fully renovated home?
This was originally one of those smaller 2-bedroom homes, and the gentleman did an extension off the back of that.
Right.
And he never legalized that extension. He went too far to the property line. So we actually had to go and get a variance for that one. We legalized the back of that house.
Gotcha. Is there a basement in that one?
There is, yeah.
There's a
full
basement.
A basement on the main part of the house. So, typical 2-bedroom house where they had a basement. Probably
Gotcha.
about, like 600 square feet. It's a little small,
Small basement.
But it's not bad. We finished it. It's a nice little bend down there.
Entrance from the inside and outside?
And entrance from the inside and the outside.
Good.
So we legalized that back extension, which really is another bedroom. It wasn't an apartment. The guy had it chopped up. It wasn't an apartment, but now it's the master bedroom and bathroom with its with an entrance going out to the backyard. So now you're looking at a smaller ranch, about 1,200 square feet.
So a good first-time home buyer ranch.
Perfect first-time home buyer. 3 bedrooms and 2 baths on the main floor, cathedral ceilings, white shaker cabinets, all new floors, all new windows, all new roofing.
When we do that with these smaller homes and we open up those ceilings, man, it really, when you walk in, it really makes the house pop.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like a small house.
Yes, exactly. Because you're looking at almost 9-10 foot ceilings in the middle. And that looks nicer when you don't have a monster living room. It helps.
So take us through, because I know the guys were over there for a bit. Take us through everything that was done with that property. Like, was it soup to nuts? We renovated the whole thing, or was there certain things that we left intact?
Yeah, the only thing actually we pretty much left was the roofing on that one. We did this.
It was pretty new.
Yeah, the roofing was probably done within the last 10 to 12 years. So most people know a 30-year architectural will get another 8.
So no
15
reason to
years. No reason to do that. It was in good shape. So we kept that. We repaired most of the siding. We changed all the windows, and then everything from the inside was redone in there. So we
heating system.
Yeah, we upgraded the electric. We upgraded the boiler. That was shot. We put a new
gas or oil.
We have oil on that one.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no gas on that street. New water heater was put in there. We upgraded the electric. We finished the basement on that one. We repaired the outside entrance. That wasn't legal as well, so we had to make that up to code. He did have an apartment down there. We ripped all the apartments out of there.
So you made it legal.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this now. We have, this is a beautiful starter home, 1,200 square feet.
Perfect starter.
3, and it's 2 full baths, not 1.5, right?
No, 2 full baths.
2 full baths.
Yeah, 2 full baths.
So listen, this property came about because the gentleman who was selling it, he could not sell this on the open market because that back piece, nobody can get a mortgage for the property. It was just an illegal extension. We needed to get, not just make it legal, we needed to get a freaking variance from the town. So it took us time. How long did it actually take to go through that process?
Variances could be a 6-month process easily.
Yeah.
So we started prepping for that prior, and it's going to take some time. So we'll disclose to the buyer that we're going to be, we'll be in contract for a little bit longer than normal, but that's all right. I mean, at that price point, we'll have lines down the street, and everybody wants it. It's a perfect starter home.
Is this house currently on the market or is it hitting the market?
Just hit the market yesterday.
Perfect. And what's the full address so people out there could hear it?
14 Poplar Street.
14 Poplar.
Yep.
Perfect. And we had a laundry, I hear a line around the corner.
Around the corner for yesterday to get into that one. Yep.
Perfect.
This is nice.
So if you're in the market,
you
should get that in video. You have it on video?
Yeah, we have some video. Yeah.
Good.
Nice dead end street. We blocked everybody. Nobody can get in.
Awesome.
It was great.
The neighbors hate us.
I warn everybody, I try to do the same. We send out the mail, or I let everybody know, hey, listen, for an hour it's going to get a little hectic. Try not to park in front of people's driveways, but there's always one person out of 10, 15 houses that comes out and says, there's too many people around.
The way in which we market these properties, cuz it's amazing because it's not every house that we get a line down the road, but a majority of our homes, I'd say 80% or greater, that the way we put them together and the marketing system that we have, I don't think anybody out there does it the way we do it, and it's proprietary. We have a process in the office that we just market the crap out of these properties, and we drive everybody in. And by the time the open house comes, it is a circus act. There's people all over the place. We have clowns in the street. We got guys tossing dishes. We have the Greeks breaking glasses. I mean, you name it, we got it.
It should be. Yeah. It's exactly how it is. But it's great to have everybody there at one time. That's why we do it that way.
Yeah.
And then it's sold within 48 hours.
So if you want information about this Center Reach property, 14 Popular, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $299. Honestly, it's probably the least expensive home in the area for a fully 100% remodeled turnkey property. Call up Wayne's assistant, Belinda, 631-619-5017. Of course, you can go online, just check it out, 14 Popular. You'll get a better deal, obviously, if you come through us direct versus coming to us through another realtor. You're going to be working with us directly, and for that reason, you might get a better deal, right? Coming to us direct. So let's move over to the other one we have, which is a 4-2 ranch. Now, this one was, it's in Brookhaven. Now, this house came out beautiful. I stopped there myself last weekend, and this house, charming. It actually looks bigger. It's a lot bigger once you go in than what it looks like from the street.
Yeah, those houses are deceiving. They're ranches, but they have that high pitch line with the roof, and they have a walk-up attics. So these people finish it, and there's bedrooms up there.
So it's not a cape.
It's not
a real ranch. It's odd.
It's odd. Yeah, they're different.
It doesn't look odd, but it's an odd.
No, it doesn't look odd at all. It just looks like a nice ranch with a high pitched roof, which is like you see usually
almost like the splits. Like the splits have that a little bit.
Yeah, the splits.
But the splits are full.
They're deceiving because you're looking at them, and then they got 2 levels, and they're kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like almost like a split ranch. And
so this one, is there room for an apartment? I know we didn't build one in it, but is there room for the apartment?
There was actually it was set up for 2 apartments and or a professional office. So the converted garage to the right hand side of this had its own entrance, and they were using that as like an office. He had that set up as his own little thing.
Now we legalized that part, correct?
That was legalized, and then that same entrance, which is good, he cut it off, and he has a side entrance that goes right down to the basement as well. So obviously, everybody's got these apartments everywhere. We took them all out, but there was either an office and then another apartment in that house. So full finished basement.
What's the asking on this one?
So we have that one at $369,900, and that's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
What's the taxes?
Really. And it's got another two bedrooms and another half.
So 2.5.
Yeah, well, it's two halves. It's got 2 half bathrooms in that one.
Gotcha.
Because the way he had that office set up, he had a half a bathroom in there.
Right.
$369,900, and that's the taxes are just under $9,000 for that one.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So perfect starter home there as well.
Yeah, and it actually from memory, that property that house has some nice property. The backyard set back a little bit off the street, and it has a decent little backyard there.
Yeah.
Right?
A little over. It's a third of an acre. Third of an acre on that one. That's
it seems just like secluded. I don't know if it's a lot of woods or what the hell it is, but
the whole front, because it's because of the street it's on. There's old brush in the front, which is nice. That's a nice buffer, and you have nobody behind. I don't know who's behind you. There's nothing behind you. That's what it is. There's old woods behind you. That's why you're noticing it, because that whole strip. There's no houses behind you.
It's a great house, and that house, inside, new kitchen, new beds, new flooring, new obviously sheetrock paint, trim work. Did we do the roofs?
That got everything. Yeah, that got
roofing, siding?
That got roofing, siding, and windows.
And windows.
Yeah, that got roofing, siding, and windows. So this is turnkey, folks. That's everything. Yep. New floors.
$369,900.
$369,900.
What's the full address of that property?
That's 2797 Montauk Highway, Brookhaven.
I love it. I love it. Great house. If I needed a little place, I'd actually move out there because the property is it's perfect
For the right person, if you want to put an apartment in or you want to have a home office, I mean, it's ideal. The way that finished
home
garage
office,
is,
professional.
right off the
have
side.
an
It's got its own little
apartment.
driveway right there. You could pull in. You'd never come see part of the house. You could have your own home office. Doctor, chiropractor, something like that. Ideal.
So
Something like that.
we all know about the taxes in Long Island. They're through the roof, right? So if you're a first-time home buyer and you want to really minimize the cash outlay that you're going to be spending on a property on a monthly basis, why not buy a property that has an apartment, an income-generating apartment in there, which is going to pay for your taxes plus?
Yes.
Right? I mean, think about that. You might get into this property and only have to pay out of pocket $1,400, $1,500, $1,600. Everything else is paid for by the apartment.
Smart way to
Or
do it.
if you're a professional, like you said, maybe you're an accountant or an attorney or a chiropractor or any type of business that you can work out of your home. Instead of having office space that you're gonna have to pay, you have now an office in your home. You get the tax benefits of having an office in your home. You get to write off some of that interest, that deduction on your taxes. I mean, nothing is going to work out better than having an office in your home or an apartment that you could get income coming out of.
Ideal.
Yeah,
Couldn't have said it better. Yeah.
It's perfect. So that property address again is
2797 Montauk Highway, Brookhaven.
Brookhaven, 2797 Montauk Highway. That property came to us by an affiliate. And so here, this goes back to us talking about
where we got the deals from.
where we get the deals from, and also that not every person that we buy properties from is distressed. Like, people look at us and they say, "Oh, you just buy properties from people that are in foreclosure." And I have to tell you, that is like the furthest thing from the truth. We solve problems. We fix problems. We solve problems. We come up and get very creative. But we also, like in this case, we also buy properties from people without any problems. Yeah. And so, the gentleman we bought this from, he had no problems at all. He was like, I'm ready to retire. I have a place down in Florida. I'm looking to move. Rather not have the house on the open market and have people running through it and also the crazy crap that happens when you have an open house MLS. And so we made him an offer through an affiliate. This deal was brought to us through somebody who actually gave us the lead. We paid him once we closed for that lead. And the gentleman that we negotiated with, the seller, he had no issues. There was no real situation. He just wanted a fast, easy, hassle-free way out of his property, and that's what we delivered on. We gave him that.
And he wanted to close on his timeline. That's the biggest thing we talk about, folks. You want to close within 15 days when you have clear title. You want to close within 30 days, 90 days when the kids get out of school. That's one of our things that we push, and we'll meet that.
Yeah.
And what do we say if we don't meet that? Very rarely does it not happen.
Yeah, we're part as friends.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
No,
Oh.
I meant if we didn't hit the closing date.
Oh, we don't. You mean if we don't actually close in a timeline? We paid him $1,000. Yeah, we pay you guys $1,000 fee as for us not living up to a promise.
Yeah,
which is good. I mean, everybody wins. You know.
Always wins.
So it's a good deal. Brookhaven, check it out. If you want more information, you can go online, look at it on the MLS, or you can go and call Wayne's assistant Belinda 631-619-5017 and ask her about the Brookhaven property. Tell her you want to go see it. Now, this property is exciting. This Port Jeff property is like, this is a big house. Oof. Right? Let's talk about is it Port Jeff Station or the village?
That's Port Jeff Station.
Port Jeff Station.
Right there. You're right on the border, but yeah, Port Jeff Station.
So let's talk about it. Well, how big is the house first off?
So, it's a regular high ranch, but what they did was they took the whole back of this high ranch out, but they went back another almost 1,100 square feet. That's how much distance.
Well, on the main floor, out.
On back.
Is the whole back of the house?
The whole back of the house.
Up and down?
Not up and down, just the whole back
just
of the house.
Just the
back. They went back. But they went back very, very far because we had to get a variance. They went back to the property line.
So it's almost like a whole nother home that they built on there.
A whole nother home. They put 3 bedrooms back there with a living room, dining room, living room, dining room combo, kitchen. It's a whole, in a bathroom. It's a whole nother layer. It's a whole nother layer. It's a whole
so it's fair to say there's 2 like apartments in this home?
Yeah.
So you built out 2 apartments.
Well, there was.
Believe it or not,
there was 4.
4?
This thing upstairs was one apartment, your typical high ranch. So upstairs was one apartment, downstairs was another one. They had the whole back as another one, and then they had the garage converted as another one.
So that's a moneymaker. An illegal moneymaker, but a moneymaker.
Chopped up. But that extension is phenomenal. We had to legalize that. I mean, going.
So this is another one we bought. The seller didn't have a variance or didn't have a C of O for it.
No, they built this whole thing without
So we solved the problem. Yeah. And that's the key thing, guys. When you're out there, you have a house, a lot of these properties that you're looking to sell, if you try to sell them in the open market, the people who are going to be buying have to get a mortgage. The mortgage company and their attorney is not going to allow them to purchase the property with getting a mortgage if the house has stuff that's illegal. In this case, a whole rear extension that was never done with the town. The town never even knew about it, correct?
Never knew about it. He did
so this guy just built it.
I think it was about 19 years ago.
Wow.
without any permits.
That's
Listen,
balls.
a lot of people did it.
Listen, that's balls. So adding a whole like second edition, 1,100 square feet. That's
It's in
crazy.
the back of the house. Nobody could see it. You know, you're looking from the front. You have no
Jesus.
clue it's even there. You know, they probably built it. Nobody knew. You know, there's no neighbors behind them. So I'm sure they got away with, you know, no issues getting away with that one.
So
back in the day.
solving problems. Now we're at this property. What did you redo it as? How many bedrooms in full does it have?
We had to go down. We had to go back down to 5, really.
5 bedrooms.
Yeah, we had to go back down to 5.
So did you leave
high ranch.
2 that are offices that don't have?
We got a few offices. We got a few studies. We got a few extra rooms.
Okay, so it's really 7, but it's 5.
Yeah.
It's fair to say, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 7 bedroom, but
would-
really
should
5
be
bedroom,
really like
2.
a 7 bedroom, 2
Got it.
bathroom house.
How many bathrooms?
2.
2.
Yeah.
Only 2 full.
2 full.
That's it. I thought you said 3 before, so it's only 2.
2.
All right, good. And what's the offer number on that one, the starting price?
449.9.
And when is that going to hit the market?
That just hit the market.
This weekend.
Yep.
So that property, what's the full address?
7 Catherine Court,
7
Port Jeff
Catherine,
Station.
Port Jeff Station. If you're looking for a property, income producing, just like Brookhaven, and you're looking to subsidize your mortgage payment, why not buy a property? It's smart to buy a property that you could have income immediately coming in to offset your mortgage. And really, in this case, it's going to pay your taxes plus.
Yeah.
What's the taxes on that property?
11.7 now, but
Yeah.
they're going to go up a little bit.
They're going to go up a little
They're
bit.
going to go up once you legalize that extension. for
So
sure.
that 3 bedroom in the back, they're going to get at least $18,000, maybe $2,000 for that.
Easily.
So that's going to pay for the taxes plus, because at $2,000 a month, that's $24,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
So you're paying for your taxes in full, plus you have $1,000 to go towards your mortgage. Yeah. So you could, in essence, live in this property, and I don't know the exact numbers, and this is excluding your water and your electric and sewer and all that crap, just your mortgage. You could probably live there for about $800 to $1,000 a month, own a property in Port Jeff with an income-producing piece for $800 a month out of your pocket. Where in the hell else can you do that? You
You're
can't.
not going to be able to.
No.
It's a sweet deal.
It's smart.
Sweet deal. Unless somebody's got a monster family where they need to put, room for mom, or there's 2 families going to go in there. I mean, would be ideal too as well.
But even that, 2 families, you have a lot. That means everybody's going to be contributing to the overall mortgage.
Exactly.
So
And then
either
it'll
way,
work.
it's a
So,
win.
I mean,
man.
there's room. This is room, and this is a beautiful house.
One of the things you and I did when we were younger is when we bought our properties, the initial ones, we had people move in with us, right? We had friends move in.
I did when I
and
was
so
young.
when you're young, if you're a young guy, young girl, and you're out there and you're in your early 20s, your mid 20s, and you want to move out of mom and dad's house, but you don't want to have a mortgage payment, why not buy a property that's income producing that you could have people, a family, rent out the back portion. You could have 1 or 2 of your friends live with you in the main portion and have this house and have a 0 mortgage payment. 0. I did it when I moved to Florida.
Yeah.
I had a 2-family. Front was rented out. The back I rented out to a friend, Frankie. I lived there for nothing. 0.
Smart. I did
Small
it when I
move.
was living in Vegas. I had some of my guys, my roommates, were living with me. Each room was rented. I didn't need it. I had 4 bedrooms. I still had an extra bedroom. I had other friends living with me. It was fun. It was, it was
Entrepreneurs do that.
It made sense,
People
and
who
out there,
understand numbers do that.
And out there, it was even different because you didn't need to pay taxes. I had no taxes out there, so it was
0 tax.
It was like
nothing.
taxes were $1,200 a year. You had it in Florida. It was taxes were nothing.
Yeah,
so then
taxes were
it
nothing.
really helped when you started renting out rooms and having people.
It's just another way. Everybody, you and I, we go out, we network, we speak to people, and everybody's like, the real estate's too expensive, the market's too, I don't know, I can't afford it.
Mindset.
It's mindset.
It's
you
mindset.
could afford, if there's a will, there's a way. If you are a young guy and you could save and put up 3.5%, and this program's out there where you could put up 0.
Yeah.
There's
All the
zero
programs,
zero
they're coming
down.
back again.
Right, they're down with a very attractive rate. Why would you not want to get into a property? Not that you're going to have to pay for, but that's going to be income producing to offset your payments. Get in there. Now you have a tax write-off. You're able to write off the interest on your taxes. I mean, there's nothing smarter than owning real estate the right way. If it's going to be monthly outflow every single month, you're going to struggle. I don't go for that. Yeah. But if you can get an income producing property, live there, rent out rooms, rent out the back, this property's perfect.
Oh yeah.
This Port Jeff property, dude, is, if I was young and
Be
single,
all over it.
I'd be right in there.
Because you got 2 levels. You got the main high ranch and you got this whole back piece.
Yeah,
there.
it's
I
a
mean,
no-brainer.
You really could get multiple apartments out of that.
Yeah.
Easily get a few. But it's like you said, it's mindset. And it's a lot of the people here on Long Island, they don't understand how to step outside the box, surround themselves with people like ourselves so that you can invest, because they just want to sit at home and live in the
Yo, move out of mom and dad's basement, for Christ's sake.
Social, it's not even acceptable. Like, you lived in Florida, I lived out west for years. When you talk to people, when they're like, all right, listen, it's 18, 22, they're like, college is over. We get out of our parents' house.
Not Long Island.
Here it's completely different.
Yo, Mom, make me an apartment downstairs.
Everybody
I'm moving
moves
in.
back home.
It's horrible.
And I still see people, folks. I still see people today, and I'm in my late 30s. I see they're still telling me that they lived at home through all their 30s and just barely got out and got apartments in the last couple of years, and they don't have enough money to put down a house. It amazes me.
I don't
like, what did
understand.
you do for the last 15 years?
That's a lot of partying. That's either a lot of clothes or a lot of partying.
Priorities out of whack. How many people live in their parents' basement but they have to drive a Mercedes? They have brand new
And they all have big TVs.
They got a 6 Series BMW for
Yeah.
$75,000 and they live in their parents' basement.
It's crazy. It's
only,
crazy.
Only on Long Island would
They
that
have
be
the
acceptable.
look. They have the look, but they're freaking really poor. Put the money to the side. Put the cars to the side. Invest in real estate. Get yourself out of your mom and dad's freaking basement and start making some money with real estate. I mean, there's no better time than now. And I don't care if the market's up, down, or sideways. There's never a
Always
better
can make
time
money.
than now.
Yeah.
Just buy smart. 100% buy smart. Okay, we went through...
action.
You take action for sure. We went through a couple of properties. We come back. We're going to continue on. If you don't know us, I'm Billy Alvaro. This is my cousin Wayne Hartart. We are Easy Sell Property Solutions. We buy properties all day, every day for cash. We don't only solve problems. We have a process called the Easy Way Out. It literally is the fastest, easiest, most hassle-free way to sell your home. Guaranteed. Give us a call, 631-400-EASY, or online, easysell411.com. Pick up that phone. Give us a call. We have properties that we're buying, properties that we're selling. If you have a situation you want it solved, give us a call at the office, 631-400-EASY. I'm telling you, the process is fast. It's easy. It's hassle-free. If we can't make an offer and have this as a win-win, cuz what do?
We just part as friends.
That's the right answer
We'll
right
point you
there.
in the right direction.
Now it's part as friends. Exactly. We simply part as friends. Exactly. We'll be right back right after these messages, guys. Welcome back. This is Billy Alvaro, Wayne Hartart. We are Easy Sell Property Solutions. You listen to us to this weekend. We're talking about the properties that we have that we're renovating and selling. Mostly this time on the radio, we're talking about the properties in Suffolk County.
Yeah, we got a majority
In
of them
Suffolk.
in Suffolk. Yep.
So we talked earlier today about the properties we have that have apartments. We have a really good property out in Brookhaven, one in Port Jeff, and we have a cute house in Center Ridge for $299. You can find out about all these properties by calling Belinda 631-619-5017. Let's talk about the property we have over in Smithtown. Now, this one did not hit the market yet, right?
No, this is still in renovation. We're probably about 2 to 3 weeks out on that one.
And that's a split?
That's a split level. Yep, that's going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom split ranch, typical.
Like 1,300, 1,400 square
Yeah,
feet?
that's what they get.
1,500 square feet?
Usually pull with the basement with the lower level. That's actually only a couple blocks. It's very, very close to the village of Smithtown. So, folks, great location.
Yeah, that's a sick location.
Yeah, it's a great location.
Look, Smithtown's a nice, really nice little
That's
area.
great schools, great area. Everybody loves that area. 1/4 of an acre. Everything's going to be redone on that one. We did get, didn't say we get lucky, but the siding and the siding, roofing, and the windows were already done on that one.
Relatively new.
All within the last 10 years. So you got vinyl replacement, you got an architectural roof on there, and you got vinyl siding and a little bit of that brick still in the front, which is nice.
Perfect.
Everything else,
internally-
cosmetically, everything else on the inside we redid. So you got new kitchens, you got new baths, you got the brown shaker and the espresso shaker in there. You got granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, all new tiles in there. Did have hardwoods that we pulled up after you removed the lovely green rugs that everybody had in the 70s.
Yeah, the 70 rugs.
And they were in great shape. I love those. So they're in great shape. They're getting sanded and refinished. We then
You're
tiled.
doing that nice the dark brown?
Yeah, we're gonna do them. Yep, we're gonna do the Jacobean color downstairs. You're gonna get some rug, and then you're gonna get tile as well down in the lower area. Laundry's down there, bathroom down there. It's got that whole big room.
How's the taxes over there in Smithtown?
They're gonna be 10. I think they're just over 10 grand on that one.
So $10,000, not bad for Smithtown. Yeah. And so this house is what, about 450, 430?
That'll be like the low to mid fours, somewhere under 450. We haven't priced it yet, but somewhere around there, 430.
So this one's not even on the market.
It's not on the market yet. Yep,
Coming
that's
up.
about 3 weeks. That's about 3 weeks out. 3 weeks out on that one.
So
keep an eye out for that one, folks.
Yeah, if you have a property you're looking for, a Smithtown area, no doubt this is a 3-2 split for around 430, 440, somewhere around there, 420.
Yeah,
we'll
give or
figure it out.
take.
And so fully remodeled.
Yeah.
Decent house, decent area, great area. Actually.
Great area. That's not
great freaking area. Now the splits, do they have? Is this just a split with another basement, or is it just the lower level, no basement?
When you come in, you got the living room to the left, kitchen, the large eating kitchen to the right. You go up one set of steps, then you got 3 bedrooms and a bath.
Yep.
And then from that kitchen, you can go down another set of steps. That's where you got that.
So your typical split.
Yeah, a typical split. Then you got that big living room down there, and then there's a boiler room, bathroom, laundry room.
Do you remember that property we did where it was a high ranch with with a real basement. So it was a split high ranch, and then from the lower level you went down another level into the basement.
There's a couple gems, and it's actually this house that we're describing right here, where you can go down one more level.
Yeah.
We had one of those in Selden one time.
Yep.
That one on Millard, that was there.
Yeah.
And then if you ever find, those are rare gems. If you find a full inline or a wide line high ranch with a full basement,
unheard of.
Very hard. When you find those are like, they
because you could have three full blown major apartments in the house.
Remember we had that inline one in Elmont. That was a steal. That one that was phenomenal. They had 3 apartments.
We did really good in that
and
one.
that had nice 8-foot ceilings down at lower level, and it was 3 floors. That was
so this Smithtown property. Getting back to that one, how did we go about finding this one? Because I don't recall.
This was a gentleman. So we'll talk about that one actually. This was Dan's deal, and the guy wanted to close in 2 weeks. Remember, this is the one we had. We had to meet his timeline. He said, "Listen, I'm out of here. I got a condo down in Florida. I need to be there. I need the money. I need you guys to close." And I think we rushed title. I think we closed in 10 days. We beat it. He wanted 2 weeks. I think we closed in 10 days.
So he wanted to close in 14. We closed in 10. So again, this is another gentleman. Everybody thinks we only buy problem properties.
No,
this property didn't have a problem.
No, it was dated.
Dated.
Yeah, on the outside.
But he could have sold this
outside
house.
Looked good.
Anyway.
Inside was 70s. Green carpets.
Right.
And bathrooms. Gotta love how that.
The only thing this guy wanted, he wanted a timeline. This guy had a specific date and time he wanted to sell by because he had a move that he had to make to Florida. Mm-hmm. So think about this. If you put your house in the open market, MLS, and you have people coming in trying to get a mortgage, I can guarantee you it is not going to close in 10 days. I guarantee you that.
Never happened.
He called us.
It'll take you 10 days to get in contract.
10 days at least, yeah.
for them to get a home inspection just to get going.
Never happened. Never happened. Just to get your freaking mortgage commitment is going to take time. To get the appraisal is going to take time.
Oh, yeah.
So with us, this guy called in. Within 10 days, we were able to turn title, get contracts done, and close on his timeline, and have him shipped down to Florida. We went in, we started renovating. And we closed on this one relatively, about a month and a half ago?
Yeah, about that. About 3-4 weeks ago.
3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So again, guys, this was a person who sold that did not have a problem. They just had a need, and their need was to close quickly. And that was it. And we came in and we accommodated and we solved that one need that he had. And so if you're out there and you have a problem that you want to solve, call us for sure, 631-400-EASY. But if you have a property that you want to sell and you don't want to wait for it to get sold in the open market, or you don't want the hassles of having people walk through the property, home inspections, go through 45, 60, 90, 180 days of having this house sit in the market waiting for offers, call us. We close quickly with 0 contingencies. We close on your timeline. You tell us the date and time you want to close, and we will meet that timeline. And if we don't, my cousin said it earlier, we will pay you $1,000 penalty fee for not closing on your timeline. 631-400-EASY. If you have a house you're looking to sell, call us. It takes us 15 minutes over the phone. Go to the website, easysell411.com. Fill out the form or call the number from there. Check us out. Don't believe what we're saying. Look at the testimonials on the website. Look at what Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank said about us, the investors with integrity. I mean, this doesn't come by accident. This comes by doing the right thing consistently over time, and that's what we do. Let's talk about the next property we have. We just hit Smithtown. Let's go to Brentwood. Oh, I love this Brentwood house. Brentwood house is another monster.
Another one of these high ranches that just keeps going and going and going.
So let's talk before we get into the actual deal itself. Let's talk about how it came to us. It came to us through a realtor. Now, generally, we don't buy a ton of business. We want to really start networking again and really get into and help out realtors because they can get double commissions if we buy and sell. And there's a whole list of things that really benefits the realtors when working with our company. But we've just been so busy with all of our regular leads coming in off market that we don't really have to tap into to the realtors. This one happened to come to us because he knows we close. Mm-hmm. And he said, look, have a problem property. The person passed. There's people in the house. It's gonna become vacant. And so we went in the contract, and over time, the sellers realized, the estate, that they couldn't sell the property because there were people in there that just would not move. And so it was a problem that needed to get solved. So we came in, we renegotiated, and we said, look, it was supposed to come vacated. If you want us to take it with the tenants, we definitely will. We're going to look for a concession on the price because it's going to be our problem now. And so the estate granted us that leverage. They gave us that leeway. We actually bought it with the tenants in there relatively quickly. We got them out. We started the renovation. Now, I mean, this house it had 3 or 4 apartments.
This one had another, this one had, Yeah, they had about,
And this was
they
a
had about
full-
4. They had about 4. They were cramming in it.
And multiple bedrooms they were renting out.
And every bedroom was then locked up, and they were playing it. But yeah, typical, similar to what we talked about in Port Jeff. A typical high ranch. So they had the top floor is one apartment. They had the lower floor actually split up into 2 apartments, and then they had an extension off the back, and then they had a 2-car detached. Well, not sure, 2-car. Attached garage,
yeah.
which was then another apartment, and they were.
And then next to that had a shed that was attached to it. Like,
I don't know if they were renting in there. People might have been sleeping in there.
I think that one guy was.
Definitely might have been sleeping in there. I don't know if there was any heat in there, but that was legal. But that 2-car garage was nice because they had 3 bedrooms and a living room and a dining room in there, and then they had that extension off the back, so they had a good 4 apartments.
Chopped up.
So
everywhere. This one again, fully renovated. This is a full gut renovation. I think we did everything on this one, right?
Everything.
This was
everything
down to
was
the
shot.
studs.
This was all from the 60s, 70s. Everything was shot. It was never upkept. So you're talking new roofing, siding, windows, kitchens, baths, floors, electric, plumbing. Everything has to be redone on this one. So everything's going to a good haul.
So we're contemplating right now, my cousin and I, should we keep this as a rental or should we sell it? That's what we're on the fence with. If we do sell it, what are we going to sell for?
This is going to go for at least. This is going to go over. It's going to go over 450.
Yeah,
it's going to go over. I mean, it's just
easy.
The potential, the size of it, the location. It's in a nicer area of Brentwood. It's really North Brentwood, like close to the expressway.
Yeah. It's a great house, great area.
Great area. There's good size. Everybody's got good sized property over there. This one's like a third of an acre. But the
so
potential,
this would be great.
It's the potential here.
potential.
Large family, the income potential.
This is good for an investor. This is good for a large family that has a lot of people that want to contribute to the overall household. This is good for somebody who wants to rent out multiple units inside their own home. I mean, this is a money maker. It's definitely a property that if you're in the market to buy in that area, you want to check out because it's spacious. How many bedrooms again? 7, 8?
We were leaving it at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah,
7 bedrooms, 3 beds.
It's really 7 and 3. Yeah,
7 and 3. It's a monster house. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous when it's done. Now, one of the things we forgot to say, not only did we take that property with the tenants, but there was also an older gentleman in the house because there was multiple people that were living there.
We placed a lot of
that
them.
We actually put him into one of our houses that we own.
Yeah,
we moved him over to the Patchwork property because we have a veterans house over there. We moved him and his belongings into that property because he needed a place to stay. And so here's the deal. Like, this was a deal that came to us from a realtor. And from that one deal, we helped out and solved problems, not just from the estate and helped out the realtor get a cash buyer, but the people that were living there that really wanted to move but didn't have a place to go, we helped them move into another home. The place we have over in Patchogue, we have a cleaning service that goes in once a week. The lawn maintenance is done. We have a house manager that makes sure that everything stays in control. Like, it's a beautiful property for somebody that might be in that transition period. And that's what this older, he might actually stay there because he's old.
Yeah.
And that dude was cool, though. He had some serious history.
That dude was old, but he was in great shape. Do you remember the both of us walking in there? I said,
he
what
was
are you
65 years old.
And what was he, 85? He was in his 80s.
Late 80s.
He looked like he was 60.
Not a freaking wrinkle on his face,
50,
dude.
He had nothing.
Weird.
I said, what did I say? I said, what do you take? What kind of Botox you got in your head? He started laughing his ass off.
Fuck.
The guy looked young.
He looked young, but he actually acted young.
Up.
He kept himself going. He kept his mind active. I mean, this is a man who he didn't sit in front of a TV and let himself rot away.
No.
He kept himself active. Little things that he did, little, odd jobs he would do, keep his mind active, his body active, and it showed, man, because this guy looked good.
Yeah, he wasn't like the rest of the people.
But sad because he didn't have any real family, and he's older in age. And
now he's with a bunch of good guys over there,
dude, and they love him. They took him in.
Yeah, that's a great house.
We've placed a lot of people into that home.
It's nice to be able to do that. You're giving
100%,
dude. You're giving people a clean slate and starting over again.
Think about some of these guys. The guy that was losing his house for back taxes that we moved in there. The
in Nassau County that never left his house for 15 years.
Well, 8.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
You only leave your house for a year. 15. It's crazy.
What is it? But now look at him, back to normal.
So I heard a story about him last week that he was actually out on his bicycle, riding his bike, and the landscaper that used to do his house years back seen him and knew about his situation. Said, "What are you doing? Not only what are you doing in Patchogue, what are you doing out in public?" like this guy never really wanted to come out of his house, and he went from becoming a hermit to actually going out and living his life. So we don't just buy properties, we don't just solve problems. We actually try to really put people into better positions in life. And when we're able to do that and help guys out, guys, women, kids, families, whatever it is, it just feels good, man. Yeah. Like, doesn't it feel freaking good to give?
And that's what makes it worth it.
I love it.
I'd rather do a bunch of deals, a small amount of money on each one, help out people out, put them in a better position.
That's it.
See them grow. I mean, we've got people in that house particular that we've seen come from some of the most drastic situations ever, and now he's out riding his bike. People are seeing him. He's living his life again. I mean, we had a few people that we took from hoarder houses that we put into there.
Yeah. We just have to make sure it doesn't turn into a whorehouse.
No, well, you know what? If they have rules, there's systems,
and
in
it gets
there,
inspected.
There's room checks now, and they're with other people. They're encouraged to actually change and get back to the normal way of life. If you sit in a house by yourself and nobody's there to tell you to clean up, and nobody's there to tell you to shower, and nobody's there to just hold you accountable. Everybody needs accountability.
And you know what it is, cuz it's not. There's nobody there just to interact with and socialize with.
God, if
people
you don't talk to
need
anybody for
the
a couple
human
of years,
interaction.
You imagine? I mean, that's that's
I can't imagine that.
Yeah, you would go mad. You would do some crazy shit.
Yeah, you'd lock yourself in a house and never come out.
And now come out, yeah. So now you're around other people. You get to go out. It's multiple kitchens in that house. Every floor's got a kitchen. You get to see other people.
Yeah.
It's like almost like
It's
a
a good thing,
college
man.
dorm room for older people. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's like,
really
like a
is.
mini retirement home. Whatever. I mean, it's just
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, that's what you need.
And it's affordable. I mean, not to kick this other house in the gear right here, but if you have somebody that needs a place to live, call us at the office, 631-619-5017. We have two homes in Patchogue, and they're clean, they're fully renovated, they are just immaculately put together, and it's relatively inexpensive considering where you live here in Long Island. I mean, the bedrooms rent from anywhere from $525 up to maybe $750, and that's for everything. That's for electric, that's for water, that's for the house being cleaned. We have a cleaning service that goes in and actually takes care of it. So if you know of somebody who's in a tough situation, that may be getting divorced, maybe going through foreclosure, maybe having a tough time, and they're getting kicked out of the place that they're renting because they can't afford the $1,500 or $1,800, but they can afford $5 or $6 or $7, call us, man. We have homes that we can place them in. It's not a full home, it's a bedroom in a very secure home that we have over here in Patchogue. 631-619-5017. We're talking about the properties we buy, the situations we bail people out in, and as you can tell from today's radio show, not every house that we buy do the people have a serious problem. I don't want to be, my cousin doesn't want to be looked at as the company that just bails people out of foreclosure. We do way more than that. Maybe 10 or 12% of our portfolio is for people who are behind on their mortgage. Majority of the people have some other situation. And there's another percentage, 15, 20%, that have no situation at all. They just honestly want to sell their property fast, easy, and hassle-free. And so a lot of these properties that we just spoke about today, that was the situation. They didn't really have a major problem. They just wanted to move out. They wanted it hassle-free. Some of the ones we picked up, they had back extension problems. They had illegal extensions. They had no C of Os. They had variance issues, so we solved problems. This particular one was a regular estate. They could have put it on the market maybe, but the realtor knew that we were going to come in and that we were going to buy it in its as-is condition with no questions asked. And that's exactly what we did. The realtor walked away with his commission, happy, smile on his face. The estate was actually able to get closed up, and we were able to move an older gentleman who had nowhere to live and placed him into another home. If that didn't happen, who knows where this old guy would have ended up? Maybe in the streets, maybe homeless. I mean, you never know. So it worked out for everybody involved with that situation.
Yeah, we got everybody out of the house.
Yeah, it was a really good Brentwood house. And now, this Brentwood house getting all done by my cousin and his crew, they're killing it out there. They are absolutely just putting together, they're turning crap into gold over time. And if you had the opportunity to see what this house looked like and what it's going to look like now, it is a 100%, 180-degree difference in what this property is going to look like. And it's going to be a freaking moneymaker. Like, this home is going to be able to produce revenue for whoever moves into it, whether it's an investor buying it or it's an owner-occupied that's going to be renting out the property, or like you said, a huge family that's all going to contribute to the overall household. Why not buy a property on Long Island that you can basically live there almost for free? And when I say almost for free, $500 or $600 or $700 a month is almost for free on Long Island.
On Long Island, yeah. For sure.
Property taxes alone could be $1,000 a month or more.
Mortgages, property taxes and mortgages like the rest of the country.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, for sure, no doubt. So we have another property, very, very affordable. Love it, because a lot of investors stay out of Shirley and Mastic, and we kind of love going out there because we have a niche. We know what it takes to renovate the properties. We know how to turn them the right way. We know what people look for in the area, and this home is it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch, affordable, $300,000. Talk to me about that property.
Yeah, listen, that one was sitting in the year of the 70s. It was actually boarded up. This one, this is a board up. Yeah, this is a board up. So this needed everything. But this
full gut.
Yeah, but you know what? This ranch, when they built these, this was 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on the main level of the ranch. So the master had its own bathroom, which was nice. So that more of the spacious ranch. So I got a full living room.
Did they have
got the den in the back, eat-in kitchen with its little area. So it's a wider ranch. It's really like you're pushing like 1,600.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not a little bit nicer on this one.
Basement or slab?
Full
basement.
Full finished basement, outside entrance. There was illegal apartments and a lot of stuff in there. It was all disaster, so we ripped all that out.
Smart.
Yeah, that's all out. So if anybody wants to put that back, that's going to be ideal for them. They got the outside entrance. It's ready to roll.
So again,
and nice high ceilings down there. So that was this was probably built in like the later 70s, probably earlier 80s.
So they have the 8-9 foot ceilings.
It's really like 7.5 on this
7.5,
one,
okay.
but it's nicer than the 6'10". You feel a little bit nicer, But still, everything needs to be redone. It's amazing when they built these houses that somebody was thinking, you know what, I would love to have a green or a purple Smurf blue bathroom.
That was the look back then, man.
Look. It's amazing we take it out of all these houses.
That's those mauve toilets, those green toilets, those yellow
pinks
toilets,
or blues. I'm just like, man.
The yellow appliances.
When I go in there and I look at this stuff, I'm like, somebody actually said in the late 70s, this was beautiful. Like, honey, let's go get this house. We would love to have these colors.
It was the guy who was shooting a porn scene who loved those colors. I mean, those houses are just looking back atrocious.
Because I say to myself, the bathroom packages we pick now, they have to be able to last for at least 20 years, where somebody's going to be like, these aren't hideous,
Yeah, but you never know. You never freaking know, cuz.
White subway tiles that we put in now. Can you imagine somebody in 10, 15 years coming back to us saying, man, those are the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, this is a spacious ranch. It looks nice. There's actually some nice cathedral ceiling. You walk in, you'll actually see a nice fireplace that's actually double-sided from the living room to the den in the back of the house.
That's a nice feature.
Yeah, it's spacious. It's a nicer ranch.
Is that gas or regular fire?
That one's oil.
No, I mean for the fireplace.
The fireplace is wood burning.
It's wood burning.
Okay,
Perfect. Perfect.
Yep. So everything's going to be redone in there. The roof's getting redone. The siding is getting redone. The windows are redone on that one. Everything's getting updated on the inside. Plumbing, electric. 2 new bathrooms. We're gonna have. We're going with the gray, so it's gonna have white shaker cabinets.
I love that look. That's a good look.
It's all gonna be gray. It's all off gray, which is nice. The white
That's a
subway
good look.
tile.
Yeah.
It's gonna look hot. I mean, that's what everybody likes that stuff. So it's gonna be
forced hot air, or is it?
That's baseboard.
Baseboard.
That's baseboard. And it's got the outside entrance. You're on a quarter of an acre over there. Smaller lots, but everybody's got quarter of an acre, and that's going to be, folks. It's affordable. If I put that up at $299,000, I mean, people are going to be lined up down the street for it. It's just really affordable. Starter house.
Yeah.
Good block over in Shirley.
The theme on today's show, obviously, we're talking about properties that we're renovating and that we're selling, but the overall theme is affordability. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these properties that we have that we put back on the market, some of them have apartments already built in that you could subsidize your mortgage payment with a rental income. Other ones have the ability to add in an apartment after you move in. So like this one, I don't think you actually have the basement apartment put back in, but I'm sure they have the ability relatively inexpensively to put a kitchen in a bedroom, and they could have another income producing apartment of $1,200 to $1,500 a month.
Easily can put that back down.
Yeah, and absolutely. So the thing is, why wouldn't you, if you're moving into and buying a property for the first time? I understand if you have a situation where you just don't want anybody to live around you at all. That I get. Maybe you have a little kid and you're just like, look, I want nobody around my house. But if you're a young couple, if you're a single person, if you're a small family and you don't mind, a lot of people that come from Nassau or Queens, they don't mind living in apartments with other people. Why not do it? Give us a call, 631-400-EASY if you're looking to sell your property. If you want information about any one of these properties we spoke about today, my cousin Wayne, his assistant Belinda, 631-619-5017. Hit her up. She will give you any information you need about these properties. We'll give you a great deal, get you in, and we'll give it to you turnkey. My name is Billy Alvaro. This is my handsome cousin Wayne Hartzart. We are Easy Sell Property Solutions. You can find us online, easysell411.com, or by phone 631-400-EASY. Cuz?
Take care.
We're out.
Great job.
Bye-bye.